so that also handicapped people can control their blinds with a speech or with a gesture and so on.
Okay, for sure, it's a really important topic of the future. Yeah. But how does it work? What are the components of the smart home?
For a smart home network, you need first a controller. The controller is the heart of the network, and it is for the communication between all devices. Then you need some actors. The actors will switch, for example, the light and the heaters and the blinds. And if you want to do this automatically, you need some sensors. The sensors will give you the states and for example, temperature or motion or the light, and then you can you can switch your sensor, your controlling your devices depending on the states of these things.
So basically, a smart home, it's smart because its components are actuators, sensors, and controllers.
Yes, and you need a PC or a tablet to control or to visualize your home, and so you can see the light is on or not, and the blinds are down and up, and so
basically visualize everything.
Yes.
So at Lucas Nuelle, who did we develop this system for? What is our target group in this case?
I think the training system is for electricians and data technicians. So and the advertising tells us that smart home is very simple, but I don't think so. Smart home is very complicated. You have to program it. You have to configure all devices. And I think the end user, which is no technicians, couldn't do this all. So he has to ask a technician, and the technician must install the system, and he must advise the end user and teach him. And so he must train very well so that he know all the things.
Yeah, I could imagine that the end user, someone who owns the smart home, wouldn't want to have anything to do with the configuration and the setups of the system, but might just need to visualize it for himself to see this kind of values that are coming in and out, right?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, it's all right. I think it was clear to me.
Yeah.
As far as for my next question, I would still think that these trainers would also need some sort of fundamental trainings before they go to the advanced level of setting up and configuring the smart home. They might need the fundamentals as well. Do we also offer some sort of trainings on those?
Yes, we have a lot of training system for conventional technology training. For example, we have the Unitrain. So this system will teach the fundamentals of electronics. And for example, we have the Instrain. The Instrain will teach installation technology methods and implementation, and you can do a lot of troubleshooting with this.
Okay, so not only the smart home, but it also includes other building management systems.
Yes.
Okay. So why did you come up with the idea to develop the smart home? What was the motivation behind it?
The problem is that we have a lot of smart home system on the market. There are different systems. Some systems are working open, so you can use other components from other manufacturers, and some are just working with their own devices. And you have a lot of protocols and a lot of parameters, and so this is very complicated. And so we decided to make a training system to show all these things, to teach the teachers and to teach the students, so that they say, okay, I learn all the functions, how to program it. It's like a driving license for a smart home.
Yeah.
So after that, you will be able to set up each smart home systems after you have worked with this training system.
I think it's a really important topic of the future, and if we start soon to educate our teachers and our trainers, we can get ready for the future, because if we like it or not, it's going to be a part of our future.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit earlier for countries, but a little bit later for other countries, but it will be a part of all of our futures.
Yes.
So it's very interesting, and I personally feel very interested in this topic, and I think it's a good investment even for myself. When I reach that point. Okay, so I think we gave an introduction to the video. I just mentioned to you that our smart home system is part of a bigger system called Smart Living. As Heike already mentioned, it includes many other systems from the building management technology, and all of them are offered by Lucas Nuelle, and you can also find all of them on our website. Okay, so now watch the video. We'll be right back after the video. In the meanwhile, you can also type in your questions in the Q&A. Enjoy.
The smart home, where every device is centrally networked, controlled, and visualized. But how does it actually work? The Smart Home Trainer from Lucas Nuelle shows you how. The Smart Home Training System from Lucas Nuelle teaches the operating principles and functions of a smart home system. It was designed especially for use in vocational and advanced training. The authentic hardware and accompanying training software enable you to set up any smart home system and put it into operation. Set up the smart home wireless network step by step. This is how you learn, for example, to set up a motion sensor to switch on the lighting in someone's presence. To control shutters manually or automatically, flush-mounted shutter actuators can be used. To switch off the heating when a window is opened, a window sensor is needed. When you are away, motion and window sensors monitor the house. As soon as these are tripped, an alarm notifies you. The Smart Home Trainer consists of hardware and accompanying training software. The hardware is equipped with a standard central control unit, and all the actuators and sensors needed to do the experiments. The training software shows you how to integrate this into a network. It also graphically illustrates the underlying theory and how all the equipment functions. You are guided step by step through the experiments. The Smart Home User Interface is an easy-to-use tool to conveniently integrate all the devices into the network. Find out how you can use scenes and commands to combine and automate network devices. The system is modular. This means you can customize and extend your training system configuration at will. Interfaces ensure that even bus systems like Enocean or KNX can be combined with the wireless system. The wireless controller can be obtained both with and without display and camera. Both are multi-controllers, which can incorporate different protocols and manufacturers. That way, you control all the systems and devices with only one controller, regardless of manufacturer, no matter if you use KNX, DALI, or offer wireless components. Learn how to set up a tablet or smartphone so that you can control and monitor the devices remotely. Vivid training software, practice-oriented experiments, flexible hardware. With the smart home training system from Nuelle, anyone can become a smart home expert.
Okay, welcome back. Heike, in the video we showed the German version of a couple of softwares that we used, like Zipato or LabSoft or ELA. Okay, for those of you who don't know, it's Interactive Lab Assistants. It's a software that we use alongside our hardware for the introductions, for the background, theory background, for the experiment pages, evaluations and things like that. These softwares, are they also available in other languages besides German?
Yes,
German.
all of them are available in other language like English, French, or Russian, if you like. Yes.
Alongside these softwares, like the LabSoft and the hardware, do these students need any other softwares, or will all of them be offered by us?
Yes, all of them will be offered by us. The controller software of Zipato you will get over the web. So you just call the website and then you can give in a login, and then
the login information and the registry will also be offered.
Yes.
We also showed in the video, just scrolling down, a lot of different manufacturers. We named like so many, but this can be quite complicated that there are actually so many different manufacturers. Is that a problem for us?
No, it's not a problem. I think it's an advantage because the controller is a multi-controller, and it is working with a lot of protocols like KNX, like Zigbee, like Z-Wave, like Bluetooth. And this is a good chance also for future. So you can combine a lot of other manufacturers with our system. And even if technology change, you can use this. And but is it too much for you in the beginning? It's no problem, because in the course it's working with just a few manufacturers, and you will guide it step by step. Though this is no problem.
Okay, so for someone like, for example, me, who does not have so much idea about smart homes, I can just work with the course and just get myself familiar with the topic, like step by step.
Yes. After that, you will be able to be to set up a smart home system. So it's no problem.
Okay, sounds very interesting. So my next question would be that at the beginning I just shortly mentioned that the smart home system is a part of the bigger system called the smart living. Can you just mention quickly what are the other components of the smart living system?
Yeah, there's one aspect. In the smart home you have all the devices, and the devices are doing the controlling, and they are measuring the light and the temperature and so on. But what you can also do is to measure your consumption. And so each actor can measure the consumption directly. But there's another topic, or there are special smart meters which measure the whole consumption of the house, for example, electricity, gas, or water. And so there is another system, it's called smart metering, and there you will learn how to set these smart meters, how to use them, and how to program them to see the whole consumption of the house.
So the visualization of the energy consumption or electricity or other resources is possible.
Yes, it is possible. You have also a software, and the software will put all the data in diagrams and tables, and then you can also see this on your smartphone or on your PC. And get a really good overview what is going on in your house.
Can these consumptions be also controlled?
Yes, you can. If you know where the consumption is, you can switch off the device, or you can. In some countries, you have different tariffs, for example. So the current is more expensive at the day than in the evening, and then you can say, okay, for example, you wash your clothes in the evening because it's cheaper than, and so on.
Okay, I think that's the case in many countries, that the electricity prices are higher during the nights. So for example, if I have an electric vehicle, I can just program my smart home to charge it only during the night.
Yes, that is possible.
So this control can be automated, right?
Yes, you can. The system, you can make some rules that you say, that it's called if-then. So that you say, okay, if it's 8 o'clock in the evening, then you can charge your car, for example.
Okay, that means that the person who is automating this system needs to know some basic programming language.
Not exactly. That is, it's like a function block programming. It's not really programming, but you will learn this in the course, and so it's very easy. If you understood it once, then you are able to do all these things.
Okay. So one other thing that I find it personally interesting, I mean, it's of course an important topic, cybersecurity. How is this covered by the smart home that you're offering?
The smart home devices, the controller and the devices, they are encrypted with a special smart home code. So that is very difficult that hackers can go into the system, and so I think it's very safe. So.
Okay. In the meanwhile, we got a couple of questions. I will just read them for you.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one's from Ivan. He's asking, what about software languages for smaller countries like Croatia?
So I think this should be no problem.
Yeah,
so,
I think the same. LabSoft courses can be translated on demand. Even Zipato actually comes from Croatia, so I guess it's in the local. It's available in the local.
So the controller software is in Croatian, in the Croatian language.
It is available, right?
So what we don't have at the moment, I think, is a course, but this should be no problem.
I think the same. Normally, we, if there is a demand, we can just give it to our translation office, and they can translate the whole thing into the country's specific language. Okay, then the next question is from Igor. He's asking, can you please explain how do you protect smart home not to be hacked? Because if something goes wrong, it can be pretty unpleasant. Thank you. So I think what he means is like, okay, that would also be my question, but I don't know if that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
If I, for example, come over to your house and I ask for your Wi-Fi password, is that so that I can now like kind of break into your systems and control it?
No, you can't. So if you want to control the system, I have to create you as a user. I have to give you a login, and I can give you some rights. So one right could be that you can see just the states and what is going on, or another right can be that you can control the system.
Okay.
So, but I think what the viewer wants to know is if you can come in from outside, and here is it necessary that you save your internet. So maybe you have to use a firewall, and then the system is has a standard code, so it's very difficult. So if you connect the controller with one device, the controller has a special code and the device has a special code, and no one knows these codes. So they can talk to each other, but you can't go in from outside.
Okay, but I think similar to any other Wi-Fi or wireless system, the security, like the cyber security, should be the same. I mean, as you can make it super safe by giving a super long code, or just, I don't know, keep it simple for the hackers to break in. Okay, then my next question would be, like, you also kind of mentioned that there are different systems for the controllers or for the sensors, like they can be wireless or they can be wired. So what are the advantages to both types, and what are their differences mainly?
I think both systems are good. I think they have other applications. So if you are building a new house, then maybe it's a good idea to use a wired system, because then you can make all the cables, and so you can prepare everything. And I think it's a bit more safer, because you can't go in to a cable like a radio system, and so this is a good reason. But if you have an old house, or you are living in a flat and you want to do smart home, I think the radio system is a very good alternative, because you can use it without making new cables and so on, and you just can buy it and stick it on the wall. For example, if you want to have a new switch, you stick it on the wall and then you are finished. You just have to program it. And yes.
What about the prices? Which one is more expensive?
Yeah, the radio system is cheaper than the wired system. And because you can get this system in normal supermarkets, and the other system you have to buy in electrician shops or somewhere else.
I think in most cases it will be that if I'm renting a place, I don't want to also just cut in the walls and put in new wires. I will just prefer to have a wireless system. Right?
Yes, that's right. And if you rent another flat, so you can take all your stuff and start again in the new flat. So.
Yeah. Is Alexa also a smart system? Do we also have it here?
Yes, Alexa. If you use Alexa, it depends on the Echo Dot you have. So it could be an own smart home system, but I think the most controller are working with Alexa. So our controller is working as well with Alexa and Google. So if you want to control your system by your speech and want to say, okay, Alexa, turn light on, you can do this. And it's the installation is very easy.
Yeah. So. Okay, thank you so much. I think so far we've answered many questions, and if you still have more questions, feel free to post it in Q&A. Even after the webinar, if we finish it, we're still going to stay here for a couple of minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes. We will then answer your questions per chat. Otherwise, do you want to just mention what is it that you like so much, especially about the system, and maybe a couple of words from your own interests into the system?
I think it's the training system gives a really good overview how smart home systems are working. So you get to know a lot of the devices you need to make a real smart home system. You get a lot of knowledge about the combination, so how to combine it with K and X, for example, and the interfaces are very interesting for smart home, because you have a lot of devices in your homes. They must communicating to each other, and then you need interfaces. For example, if you want control your washing machine, the washing machine normally is talking with another protocol than the sensor you need for the motion. And then you need a controller and gateways which combine these both, so that you can say, okay, if I come in, the washing machine goes on or something else. So this is.
I think one other advantage that I also find very useful is that the system is really modular and flexible.
Yes, that's right. So we have a lot of experiment boards you can combine with each other. So you can start with one and you can end with 20 if you like.
Make a whole laboratory.
Yes, you make a whole laboratory. And even if you have older system, like you have an older KNX system, you can still use it. So this is what is working now.
So in the meanwhile, we got one more question from Eric. He's asking, is the simulation software available for download and testing?
It's no simulation software. The software is real. So you have the course. The course is like a book with a lot of videos and a lot of examples and experimentation.
I think the question is not mainly about LabSoft and ELA course. It's also about the Zipato.
Yes, this is
software.
also a real software, and this is working with a controller. So you log in on the website, and then you have directly contact to your controller, and then you can program it. You can control the devices they are in the system, but you can't simulate it. So you need the hardware, and then you can work with the software.
So there is no testing without the hardware.
No.
You cannot just make a testing account to
No.
Okay.
I think that if you download the app for your smart home, there could be a short demonstration how this system is working, but you can't simulate something, so you can't do your own tests. So for that you need the hardware. Yes.
Okay. Okay, it was an interesting topic. I hope you enjoyed our presentation and our video. I think we are also good from the time point of view. If you still have questions, feel free to contact us via our email and our website, or contact your local representatives. Otherwise, we wish you a very happy day and hope to see you soon in our next webinar.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.